Hey guys, this is King Crab Zero. Joining you here to do another stream of American Truck Simulator. This one will probably be just a couple hours long since it is the late start day, but we'll see. I know the last one went a little bit longer. So let's just hop into it. Let me pull it up for you guys. And then, while that's loading, don't know what jobs we're going to do today. I know last time we did get to the maximum level of trip distance, so can definitely do some long trips. That's what I'm hoping to do, is maybe get something a bit longer, maybe something that takes us across several states. So we'll see what we have available, and if we do have something available that is going to show off a lot of the areas, that'd be the best thing. So let's hop right into it. Take a look at the freight market here. I don't even remember what city we ended in. Oh yeah, we ended in California. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a decent length one, so let's just go with this one. Pays decent enough too, so hop right back into it. Okay. Oh yeah, I was thinking like, why isn't it showing me where to go for this? And I was like, oh wait, this is probably already here for it. So let's go find that trailer. And then since this one is probably going to be a fairly decent distance, hopefully get enough experience to get a level up. I think on the last one, we had kind of gotten in between a level up just because we were doing a little bit shorter trips. Okay, here we go. Let's get that attached. Okay. But yeah, luckily this one will take us through several areas we haven't been to yet, so that'll be fun. This one will be about 17 in-game hours, so IRL, we'll just say about an hour, maybe more or less depending on how things go. So probably an hour or more. I can't imagine it's taking less than that, because 51 minutes of projected time is it's definitely way too optimistic. This game just assumes that you'll always be able to do the speed limit and like always, catch green lights and stuff or something like that. I mean, the other option or alternative is to just try and speed the whole way, but generally try to avoid that. I know sometimes I find myself doing it, but that's usually just because it's like not paying attention to the speed and starts crawling up on me. So I know in this game a very important tool, at least for me, is usually the cruise control. Okay, on the freeway. Or since it's California, the not-so-freeway. Can only do a max of 55 here, so not quite as happy with that. Okay, a little bit of road construction up here. Let's merge into this lane. I was about to complain if that truck didn't merge, before the very end of it. It seems like the AI in this game do have a problem of waiting for the last moment to merge over when you get to things like that, where the lane ends, whether it's expected or something like that, where it's just a random event or a construction or stuff like that. Though I guess that's true in real life too. Like, people seem to wait for the end as well sometimes, which I don't get. I'm always of the mind, like, you merge earlier so that way you don't have people, congested right there trying to merge. But I think some people feel like their day's a bit more important, so you need to let them over so they can get to wherever they're going quicker. Let's check. I gotta see how long we have till we have to make a rest stop here. So, we have 8 hours and 36 minutes. I hope that's a good one. Yeah, that should let us get past the, I guess, threshold for having to take 2 rests in this. We should be good with only taking 1 rest stop in this. I was talking about speeding, and I ended up doing it anyway. I even put cruise control on for this sole reason. This guy has a Kenworth trailer. It'd be hilarious if he wasn't driving a Kenworth, you know? I mean, it looks like he is, yeah. But I just think it'd be hilarious if they'd accidentally mixed up trucks with those trailers. I mean, I guess there's nothing, explicitly against a truck of another brand hauling trucks of another brand. It just, I feel like that'd be a little bit tacky. I feel like if you're a truck manufacturer that's delivering, parts or trucks or anything related to your business of being a truck company, you'd want to use your own truck, right? Because, it shows you believe in your product. Using a different competitor's truck would be like, I don't actually believe in my product. I think you should buy it because I want to make money. But on the flip side, I think I'm going to go with something more reliable. Okay, sweet. Looks like taking our first exit here. Hopefully that means we don't have too much time in California. Only problem here is just the roads. I hate that max speed limit on the highway for trucks of 55. It always bugs me. It just feels so slow. Okay, here we go. Make this turn easy peasy. There we go. I guess while we're over here, since there's a mechanics area, let's go take a look at the mechanics. See what we unlocked on the last trip. See if there's anything that's worth upgrading to. I think we upgraded our engine transmission the last time, but you never know. There could be something that just really, really is appealing. Okay, do a little bit of maintenance first. Good deal. Okay. Not going to upgrade to that. Yeah, those ones have bigger tanks. My only problem with those two is that you don't get quite the performance here because we have the 6x4, which gives us a little bit more, or it gives us extra drive tire, whereas this one doesn't give you the extra drive tires, so you can see that it lost on the heavy cargo there. But it does look like we have some more engines available. What the hell? Or maybe we had these last time. Maybe I decided upon this one because the rest of them weren't that great. That's surprising. Okay, let's. Oh, a new or nope. Actually, that is a new one. So let's take a look at that. Much better for normal cargo, just slightly less on heavy cargo. A little bit better for maneuverability, with slightly less on hills traversal, but better on uneven terrain. So we'll definitely get that. We can't get the different interior trim. Let's see what else we have out here. Okay, that's the color option. Okay, here. It looks like we have some new wheel options. I'm not going to change the wheels. Actually, nah, we'll wait on that. I don't know. Let's take a look at it. I'm being indecisive. Yeah, we'll go standard chrome for the front then. We will see if we have wide chrome for the back. Cool. There we go. Get some chunky boys on the back there. I don't think changing around your tire configuration in this game actually does anything, but I wish it did. Like, I feel like if you put on wider tires on the back or something and, you know, the thin tires on front, like, it should change your traction, steering, performance. But, you know, I don't think they quite factor that in. Another thing we can do here is we can change up the different components of the rim. Yeah, we'll wait on this one because this one, level 8, I think is exclusive chrome, and that's why I prefer. I don't know, let's see here. Yeah, because I think that covers both parts with chrome versus that one just covering. I don't know, let's see. Let's use the paint to determine. Yeah, because that seems to... I don't know, actually. We'll go with that chrome piece for now. That actually does look kind of nice. Okay, we got the standard there. We'll just leave that one as that. I don't need to have it painted. Yeah, we'll just leave those as what they are. Okay, let's go do these ones now. Well, that's just not fair. Okay. I guess I'm not really changing much up on those. Did I change the front type of tire? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Not about the new bumpers yet. Nothing new back here. What level do I need to change the stacks? No, not that. Level 8. I think I might be level 7 now, so that might be something we'll change soon. Okay, can't change those up. The cool thing with changing tires and rims and stuff, tires, rims, hubs, lug nuts, all that, is that when you change it, like, the two front will be together, then like basically each set of tires will be together. So when you're on the rear here, like, these two would be together and then these two would be together. So it lets you get both of them at the same time that way. And that way, if you want, like, let's say one set here or one style here, but something different here or up here, it lets you be a little bit more customizable in that way. So I think that's nice. Let's see if there's anything else in the interior. I can't remember if there's anything that was locked for interior items. Oh man. No. Stay with the air freshener. Okay, what else do we have? One thing I do think is cool is you can put on here either your cell phone, which is just going to show navigation, or a portable navigator, which shows navigation. I think the only one thing that's a bit of a pain in that is that, right here is your portable navigation panel, so it's kind of like, since you already, or not portable, but your built-in navigation panel, so it's kind of like, since you already have it, why would you add another one, you know? But otherwise, if you could just have it up here and then this get replaced with something else, or customize this, then it might be a different story. Then it might be inclined to be like, kind of wanna have like the cell phone navigation or just the separate navigation there. Okay. Don't have the steering wheel I want. Basically, somewhere in here, there will just be a Kenworth exclusive. Like for all the different companies, I believe that in the steering wheel options, there's just a exclusive one that you can add. But currently, we don't have that, so. Oh my god, I could add one of these steering knobs. I was actually joking with my gym buddy the other day that this would be pretty fun to have in my own car for, after a gym session. Like can't really grip things, so I just need something, protruding to make it a little bit easier for me to try and steer. Okay. I guess if I was smart, I'd realize that it didn't have any stars on that. Because anytime there is something new that you can change, it'll have a star there. Okay. Well, I don't need any of those. That'd be too absurd. But we did upgrade the transmission. And we upgraded the wheels, basically. So let's confirm our order on that. 12K, not too bad. Okay, let's see how this parking lot's like to get out of. Actually, let's just adjust this because this has been bugging me really bad. I think. Okay, no, this is fine for the most part. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. And let's see here. No, we don't want that. I just wanted to see if that showed off anything different. But yeah, this is just kind of your standard settings for this. Bring the wheel a little bit closer. I usually like to sit a little bit lower in these vehicles. Usually makes it a little bit easier to see the light and stuff. Because I always hate when I pull up to a stoplight or something and you just can't see it because your rig is, or you're sitting too high up in your rig. And I have had several situations where that has been the case, so sit a little bit lower. We'll go forward one. Field of view looks good. Actually, okay, yeah, it looks pretty good. And let's just take a quick look at the mirrors just to make sure they're all copacetic. That would help more if I was actually parked straight, so we're not going to worry about that. Well, actually, this is what I wanted to do here. Cool. Because the light on that's been a little bit faint. Oh my god. I can't tell if I have my headlights on because this thing is just lit up. Okay, we're just going to assume that I don't have my headlights on, and when it gets darker, hopefully I'll be able to tell. Okay, back on the road again. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Look at this. A weird guy made of construction cones. I think that's pretty awesome looking. Okay. Gonna have to find the straightaway again so I can see how much time we have for this job. Not that I'm, afraid that we're going to be short on time for it or anything. Like, I'm pretty sure the time they give you is plenty, but I just want to make sure. But they'll definitely need to be on straightaway because I know what'll happen if I try to hit the button to look at that. I will end up in the ditch. And that is not what I need. Okay, this should be a good enough straightaway. So, next rest stop is in 7 hours. And then we have 36 hours basically to finish this, so we should be fine. We got plenty of time. Oh man, going even slower. Hopefully we're not in this area for too long. Hopefully we can get back out on the highway again. Or at least a faster part of this highway, if it is one. Okay, got these people slowing me down here, but hopefully they pick up speed soon enough. I got a couple of places to discover up here. I guess I'll take a quick little break to discover them. I'm going to guess that the one on the right's probably a recruitment agency. Since generally that's how that works, is that near the truck dealer, because you can see that's a truck dealer over there, is generally a recruitment agency. Let's make the left first. Get that out of the way. That way when I'm getting back on the road, I'll just have to make a right. Okay. Easy turn. And then this one, is you probably saw, is a Peterbilt. So let's just loop around so we can get out of here. Oh, I don't know this one that you can loop through. This may have been a bad choice, but hey, life's full of bad decisions, right? We'll just make a nice turn here. Okay. And we'll take this a little bit more sharply. Should be able to bring the trailer back in now. And let's see here. Is this going to line up quite right? Maybe. Huh. I honestly did not expect that to line up properly. I thought I was going to scrape on that. So that's going better than expected. Maybe this run will be a really good one. Oh, look at that. We even got the green light going this way. Cool. And I was right. This one is a recruiting agency. These are always good to pick up as you're going along, discovering new places. Basically gives you a larger pool to recruit from later on when you're actually hiring people. Let's see here. How do you get out of this lot? There should be a good enough area to turn around in. And luckily there's no weird gate or anything to try and get through, so make it a little bit easier than the other lot. Man, I was hoping that honking was just going to make one of them stop for me. I'm going to try the creep out into the street method. Nope. Actually, nope. There is a vehicle literally right in front of me. You just can't see it for the most part because of the hood here. I hope that this is far enough out here that this, oh man, what a jerk. I was hoping I was far enough out here for one of these cars to just wait for me. Ah, these guys are all fucking assholes. That's what they are. Like, someone could at least leave me some room. Like, Jesus, man. Well, chat, this is where this run gets failed. Obviously, this load's not going to be on time because we're going to have to wait in traffic for 30-something hours just to get out of this lot. There we go. We crept out far enough that time. It's really hard because they were not that afraid of how close I was getting there. Also, excuse me if I start coughing at any point. Earlier, I ate some corn and it tried to go down the wrong pipe, so still have a little bit of a sore throat because of that. So if I cough, just know that's what the cause was. I got the Corona virus, novel Corona. Okay, back on the highway again. So, speed limit there says 65. It's probably still only going to be 55. And yeah, if you look at our navigation, shows that the truck speed limit is indeed 55 because this is California. Since it's true in this game, I'm going to guess that it's true in real life. I wouldn't know, Those look like oil pumps, but not moving or anything, so I wonder if that's actually like a defunct oil thing in real life, or what the purpose is of that. Okay, road work ahead. I'm assuming we need to merge left, and we do. So let's do that now. I love the speed limit sign that says 55, to reduce the speed limit. It's like, well, since I was a truck, that's what I was doing anyway, so I actually don't care. This truck's going pretty slow, so let's get on past him. Okay, there we go. A lot of tumbleweeds out this way. Okay, we're past that guy, so let's merge back into the right lane. Just like whole families of tumbleweeds tumbling out this way. I don't know why there's so many. And we've got past the bulk of them, it looks like, so. And let's merge over if this guy will let us. Okay, looks like they will. Let this truck get on, not have to stop for them. And should be able to just merge right back since that truck's going really slow. Okay. I'm just hoping California ends soon here. I have no clue how long we have left till we're out of California. But I think when we cross into Nevada, it seems like a lot of the highways for Nevada in this game are, I think, usually 70 miles per hour, maybe more. So should actually be able to get some speed under us and actually traverse some distance a little bit quicker. Though it's not going to save us any time or anything, since the time that it shows us for our estimate is kind of based upon the speed limits that we still have coming up. But hey, I will feel like we're going faster, It's all about perception. It's not about like actual, speed. It's just about perception. Okay, got a line of cars here, and they are going slow. Come on. Let's all pass the semi, guys, or at least let me pass. Like, come on. Maybe not. Now they're speeding up. And they just wait for me to slow down, so it's going to take longer for me to speed up. If I get back to 55 and it's still passing the zone, and they're still not going 55, well, I'm going to pass them all. Okay, they're definitely not going 55, so let's just keep our right blinker on, which should trick the AI into thinking we're going to merge. And will actually slow the cars down for us. Okay, I guess we're just going to merge right there. Ran out of passing lane. Okay. Oh, well, it's dropping down to a 45 anyway, so it's not like that really netted us much. But it's 2 lanes. Let's get past this guy. This truck up front, he is slow. He was slowing us down. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's try not to speed. That's a problem. Real life and in game, speeding is way too easy. Hey, look at that. I was in the right lane anyway. I'd like to say that was planned, but I honestly had no clue that I was going to need to be in this lane coming up here, so guess I lucked out there. Still in California, still 55 is the max we can go. Okay. I was hoping we were getting close, but I have no clue. But let's be on the lookout just to see if there's anything that I need to discover while we're passing through this town. Not seeing any question marks yet, so we might be good. This might just be a town we can pass through with nothing interesting. And looks like that's the case. So, move on to the next one. Let's also check how much time we have left on the sleep counter there. Okay, we got 4 hours left, so yeah, start looking for a rest area. We'll just say in about 2, maybe 3 in-game hours. We'll call it 3 in-game hours. Find a rest place. Okay, sweet. Looks like we're going to be heading out of California here soon, so let's take this exit. This feels so slow. It's like, there's still some pedal, before we hit the floor. We can go faster, but this is just the speed limit right now, so we're just going to deal with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, right now with trying to get past this truck, it feels like this is almost like a race. But if that race were actually like a war of attrition, like I'm hardly making any headway here, and it just it's painful because I'd rather be in the right lane, lane that generally you see trucks in, but yeah, no, it's taking a little bit to pass them. Okay, we should be good now, though. Until we crawl up on this guy in front of us, then we'll have to slow down again. Then it'll be a real pain again, so. got a way station coming up, and I was gonna say, figured we'd probably have to pull in for that, and looks like we do. So let's go do that. Shouldn't take too long. We'll hopefully just roll through, and hopefully there's not that much traffic on the road. So is this guy turning in too, or is he just in our way? He was just being slow. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that guy had to have slowed down because I was only doing 51 before I turned off there, and I was still catching up with him. Which before I was doing 56, and he was staying in front of me. I wasn't really gaining much ground on him, so it definitely means he must have slowed down on us. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just kind of make our way on. There we go. They can suck lemons. Also, I keep seeing these call boxes here. It always makes me wonder. It's like, I wonder if they do actually have like functioning call boxes along these highways or freeways. Because if so, that'd definitely be interesting. I mean, I guess there's a lot of places, where you wouldn't really get good reception. They're kind of remote, so I guess that might be a useful thing if you could find one, if you needed it. I wonder if they make you, or let you make calls to anyone, or if it has to be emergency, and if it is like a collect call, or if you have to pay for it like it's a payphone or something. I honestly have no clue. Oh, we are speeding. Let's bring that down. Here we go. Here we go. Good thing too. Looks like that was a police motorcycle off to the side. See, I slowed down right in time. Didn't get that speeding ticket. We're right on the cusp of our character getting tired, so I think as long as we find a rest area within an hour, we should be fine. I think that'd be a good time for them to rest anyway, since don't have too much longer beyond that in this trip, so yeah, the trips like this that are less than, I'd say, like 20 hours or less. Like, it seems like if you start them with full rest, you can get like over halfway generally before needing to rest again, unless like things go super wrong, which can definitely happen. But yeah, so things have been going pretty alright on this run, so we should be able to find a nice place to rest here soon, I'd imagine, and we'll be refreshed for the road again. And it'll be daytime again, so that's really good. Or it should be close to daytime, I guess, since it looks like we actually just came on rest area. Okay, let's pull off here. Get some of that Jake brake, and a little bit of air brake. Cool. We'll also get fuel here too, since we're running a little bit low. Okay, pulling the pump here. looks like this will just be the rest station. I wonder if it's going to make me pull all the way in, or if it'll let me rest before we get in there. Didn't have to fully park before it let us rest, so there we go. Yeah, I think what throws me off about resting this game, I think it might actually be a 10-hour rest period instead of an 8-hour rest period. Because, there have definitely been plenty of times where I've been doing a run and took a rest, and it's like, wait a second, I thought I had more time than that left on the run. So, starting to think maybe it's a 10-hour period. Apparently our trucker, he needs his beauty sleep, and that's what it is. He's like, I need 10 whole hours of sleep, and then I need my mid-afternoon coffee. Okay, there we go. Sometimes getting the camera set up just right with the analog stick isn't always the easiest, so kind of usually only move in horizontal areas unless I really need to look down or something, because usually fixing it horizontally is not too hard. It just seems like vertical is where it gets a little bit more challenging. Look at this. Got a river. Try to look at this without crashing into anything. Yeah. Nice looking river. There we go. And sweet, we are out of California. You know what this means? It is time to actually do the posted speed limit. But we get to do more than 55 again, so life is good. Yeah, it's funny. As I say that we get to do more than that, and now I'm going to have a hard time even getting up to anything above 55. Of course, we come up on like a hill as soon as we hit a higher speed limit, right? Can't just be like, oh, hey, look, it's a 75. Now you're going to be able to get up to 75, and it's going to be quick. It's like, nope. Your anemic truck is going to have issues with that. So we missed that 75 zone for the most part. Now we're in a 65 zone. Let's see if I can actually make it up to 65, because I am not even at 55. So here we go. Got cars passing me left and right. I'm not too concerned about it, though. We're still making good time. We're making good progress too, so. And nothing has gone fatally wrong in this, so that's what really matters to me. Let's see, are there any question marks there? I'm not seeing any, so we're not going to make a detour for that. Only really going to worry about detouring for cities and stuff if I see anything that's a check mark, because I want to catch all of the dealerships and also all of the recruiting agencies while we can. Oh, and look, it's back to a 75 again. I might actually be able to reach 75 this time. I think the most important ones you can always try to catch is the recruitment agencies, because I know that I haven't caught all of them on my main profile, but I definitely wish I had, because it seems like those ones are a little bit easier to miss, so. Okay. Let's, wait, nope, they're in that lane. Let's, yeah, try the merge. I figured something was going to happen there, but I wasn't 100% sure. I should have just went like that to begin with. Dropped a little bit of speed there. Well, let's merge back here. That was a kind of aggressive merge on their part. They cut off that car, so yeah, I can imagine that AI is pissed. Ooh, elevation of 5,000. I think I've been on something with an elevation of that. I always enjoyed going up to the mountains and stuff, you know. And very relaxing. And nature's always beautiful, so. Stuff like this too, desert, like I still enjoy desert as well. I know a lot of Idaho here is a desert, so passing through desert in other states is always interesting to see how their deserts look, because there's definitely some things that look the same, but there are other things that look different. Like, there's definitely a lot more trees in this one. Going to assume those are, I don't know actually. Yeah, heck, maybe calling them trees is even wrong. Maybe they're shrubs. And that's thrown me off before. I've definitely seen some shrubs with like super thick, I want to say branches, but I don't think it's called a branch when it's a shrub. But I have seen really thick shrubs that's like, that's not a tree? Like I thought that was a tree. So currently we're passing through Arizona though. I imagine probably going to be mostly desert. Alright, look, we still have call boxes. Yeah, driving through Idaho, I don't think I've ever seen a call box like that on the edge of a highway. I wonder how many states have that, because I know it's definitely not a thing here. Okay, nothing of interest on that exit. One of these days we'll actually get to a town or city or something that actually has stuff for us to discover. Okay, 11 installments. Actually, that reminds me, let's take a quick look at that. Let's see how much we have left. If we have enough. Okay, we don't have enough to pay it off, so we won't worry about it then. As I've said in prior streams, normally I wouldn't get the loan this early in the game, just because, usually just like to get the money for the truck and the levels for the truck first, just doing the quick jobs, but since it's a stream, figure do things a little bit differently in that regard. And having a cool truck to look at is always nice, so. Though, on the flip side, the one thing that I will say is that if we did wait, we could have gotten more features to begin with, so we would have a bit more money at this point. But I'm not too concerned about that. Sign reminding us it's Arizona. I'm glad of that. I was almost forgetting, As I felt like we were in like Louisiana or maybe like Massachusetts or something. Is thought somehow we already drove all the way out of Arizona. So far out of Arizona, in fact, that we'd be across the country. Like it just looks like this would be a coastal area. Another Kenworth. Pretty sure Kenworth must have paid the most out of pocket for advertising this game, since from what I've heard, it sounds like, well, at least from my playthrough and a couple of people I've talked to, seems like they started with Kenworth as being the first truck you can buy without discovering any extra lots. And then, yeah. It seems like you see the advertisements for them often enough. Like, you see the trucks with the Kenworth logo on the trailers, and then the exclusive Kenworth stuff definitely advertises a little bit better. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the Kenworth trucks. I think they look nice. Oh, looks like I touched my mouse a little bit. As one thing that will get you in this game is, it seems like if you accidentally bump your mouse while using a gamepad, so a controller, it seems like that'll make your screen bounce a little bit, and then it just stays like that until you bump your mouse again. Which, my mouse sensitivity is higher, so every time I do that, it's like, oh man, now I'm looking completely down or something. Hey, Ice Cube, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Peterbilts are pretty cool. I do really like the Kenworths as well. I know on my personal playthrough I ended up in the Volvo, but that's just because the Volvo has the better real-life equivalent to an automatic transmission. Because since I'm playing on gamepad, I'm just doing the automatic for now. Eventually I'm just going to get these set up with pedals, clutch, and a gear shifter. But until then, I'm just going to go with the automatic. So I did enjoy having the more realistic feel of the automatic in the Volvo, but I think in this streamed run, I'll just stick with the kind of fake automatic manual crossover, whatever you want to call it, because with a lot of these manual transmissions, I'm sure is kind of emulates using it as a automatic. Here's the all-important question, though, for your Peterbilts. What all was it decked out with? Do you have the twin stacks? Do you have a custom paint job? Do you get metallic or anything? Do you add a whole bunch of lights to it, or was it pretty plain? Also, you have to excuse me. Every time I look at chat, it always messes me up. I always end up tracking a little bit outside of my lane. It's I look at chat and it's oh, I'm starting to go into the other lane, or I'm starting to go off the road. So. Okay, coming up on a little blockage here in the road. Let's slow down for this. Okay. They weren't aggressively merging, so we'll just go on through. See, I always find those kind of little blockages or roadside events, or whatever you want to call them, to be kind of interesting, and a little bit of flavor to it all. The ones I don't like as much are the full-on detours. which I do have the chance turned on for. But yeah, I don't think I've actually gotten the detour yet in this game, or at least this playthrough, I should say. I know in my main playthrough, like, I get them all the time. It's not like I have it turned up that high. Yeah, I'll try not to crash here. I'm doing my. I'd say I'm doing my best, but yeah, I kind of want to pay attention to chat too. Let you guys know that read your comments and interact with you. But yeah, no, orange would definitely be a good color. My favorite color is green, so I always go with the green. I always like metallic looks on vehicles, so I always like to go with the metallic as well. I know for mine, like, it started pretty plain here just because with the fact that I bought it earlier than normal, I didn't have that much unlocked for it, so. Ah, sweet. Okay. For some odd reason, so I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, so I do have the chat box there, and I just realized I should probably move it to the other corner. Might do that after this run, though. Just realized that it's trying to cover my map up. I mean, at least for you guys. Which, yeah, I feel like you'd rather see the map than my chat box over there. Oh man, can't speak. What are you doing, bro? Go on. Yeah, I was kind of in between the G29 or the I forget what the model is for the Thrustmaster. You know what, Maverick? That's a great point. My map is covered. And I have complained about that on your stream before, and now I'm a hypocrite, so. But yeah, I would love to get either the G29 with a shifter or the Thrustmaster set with a shifter. I'm not sure which one's theoretically better. I've heard great things about both. Have you ever tried the Thrustmaster stuff, or have you only worked with the Logitech stuff? Oh man, Mavericks, that I deserve that. That's karma right there. I hassle you on your streams, you get to hassle me back. Oh man. The one thing I will say though is I'm glad that my chat box is working, because there have been other things I've added in Streamlabs that haven't necessarily worked. So it's good when things work the first time instead of having to try and figure them out. I know the alerts was a problem there to begin with, but pretty sure all the alert box things are fixed. So anytime there's something that should trigger an alert, there should be an alert now. I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I figured adding the chat box was good, just because since I do stream to both platforms, it's definitely better for you guys, so you can see what I'm seeing there. Yeah, if I was just streaming solely to YouTube or Twitch, I probably wouldn't have it, since you can see the chat right there. But since I stream to both, it's kind of like, well, having chat on both is going to help you guys know what I'm talking to when I answer someone. You know what? That's making me think that maybe I might want the Logitech instead, because I do like the idea of having set buttons for like the lights and blinkers and stuff. Though I guess if I was really going to be involved or something, I could get custom components to add those. Like, it is crazy the equipment some people have. But yeah, no, definitely need to get a wheel on the shifter sometime. Then it'll be time to do manual only, and hope that that doesn't get me. I think the interesting thing with the shifters and stuff like that in these games is, since there's so many gears on a semi versus how many gears are on the shift knob for those, it seems like they double up on them. I guess that brings up the point, though. I think most of the shifters you see are they go up to. Or actually, I guess here's my question: does yours have like the flappy paddle shifters, or does it have like a shift knob with like the H tree? Because I know the Thrustmaster one you can get with the more traditional like H tree type shifter that I think it goes up to like 8 or 9 gears, which then doubles up. Where if it's just the one with the flappy paddles, I was going to say pedals, but flappy paddles, that one's definitely good for the manual sequential in this game. So I think the Thrustmaster one's out of stock right now, though, so I might still end up with the Logitech. We'll see. And if that's the case, I think you can hook the Thrustmaster up as a separate component, even if you have the Logitech wheel. I'll have to look into that. And I agree, though, having like the best equipment is definitely important. Like for any job, it makes it that much easier. Trying to use bad equipment for a job just makes it harder. You have to try and figure out new ways to do things. You gotta improvise. One thing I do think is interesting, though, is I think you can do VR in this game, but like, could you imagine using like a wheel and a whole setup if you were doing this in VR? Like, you'd have to know exactly where all of the buttons and stuff are. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe what I might end up doing eventually is getting the Logitech G29 then, just for the extra customization on the buttons, but then get the Thrustmaster shifter. I'll have to look into make sure that those are compatible, but I think they should be, since I think you connect them separately. Just because the Thrustmaster, as I said, I think goes up to like 8 gears or something. So it does give more gearing options, which I think would be better for something like this, but I'd have to look into it all. Well, that's good to hear. I'll have to look into that then. One of these days. I'll have to save up for that. What'll be funny is they'll probably be mostly for this game, but then I might get into playing some racing sims or something. Who knows? I know that I enjoy virtual trucking, and I enjoy virtual driving, so anything that makes that experience better, I think is worth it. Man, with chat going, I have not been paying attention to how much time we had left on this delivery, and we're like so close to done on this delivery. Like, I'm going to say probably like 9 minutes, since I think if you go by the in-game time, it's like 7.5 minutes, and I'm sure traffic is going to do its best to get in my way at some point. That or a train or something. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to figure that out once I get the full setup because that sounds interesting. But yeah, I know that there's like the low and high functions on that, so yeah, I guess it'd be about figuring out how those functions work. So yeah, I guess a rally racing game would be pretty cool too. Um, do you have any recommendations on a good rally racing game? Like I have never played a rally racer. Yeah, I know the scaling on this game for time is well, the scaling on distance and time is like 1 to 20. So since it says we have about 2 hours in game, that should be about 6 minutes. But as you can see, got all this traffic in front of me. But I mean, I got this slow truck in front of me. Yeah, Mavericks, I do agree. Time flies with company. I also think Time Flies is like a music group, isn't it? There we go. Getting back up to speed here. I think it's always painful to drive as slow as some of these trucks drive in this game. I mean, they are doing the speed limit more so than I am. I usually go a little bit over. That's how I drive in real life too, is a little bit over. Yeah, I'll have to add those to my wish list because I've definitely enjoyed watching some rally car events. So, getting to play a game with it would be pretty cool, especially after I get the equipment that make it that much more immersive. Oh man, you know what? Like, I have seen the some people have those like chairs and stuff like that that respond like give like haptic feedback when things happen in game, like for like American Truck Simulator or certain racing games. I think that would be interesting. Like that would make things so immersive. Like if you could combine a haptic feedback chair with like a VR headset with like your wheel shifter and pedals. At that point, you're basically just driving. Oh, Time Flies is a song. Okay. Yeah, it does take away from the monotony, but the thing is, it's like, American Truck Simulator might be a little bit monotonous to play sometimes, but it's really relaxing. That's why I play it. It's a great way to kill some time and just chill out, you know? Does Jay's 2 cents have, like, all of that stuff? Can't say that I've checked out his racing setup for whatever, but yeah, I'll have to look on that. Yeah, Mavericks, if you could just share a link with me, privately, I will I will look at it later. I'll give you the promise that I will eventually see it. Probably not right away, but eventually. I will get to it within the next week. I wonder how much one of those chairs costs. Like, I can't imagine that it's cheap. Like, I imagine that they're pretty pricey. I think when you're buying one of those, though, you finally hit the point of like, you are fully devoted to racing and driving sims. Also, this guy is going way too slow. Let's pass him. Gonna flip on my blinker to indicate that I'm merging back, because he should slow down. Come on. There we go. He's acting like he wasn't going to slow down for me. Yeah, if I'm playing by myself, generally I'll have like music or a podcast in the background, but I think with having chat here, it's nice to just be able to focus more on you guys and not have too many distractions going on. Okay. Speed limit is 55. We can do that, maybe. 45. We can do that. Let's hit the Jake brake. We're coming to speed or city limits. Might as well hit the Jake brake. That's what every city likes. Oh man, I think that one of those chairs would be cool, but I don't think it's a few thousand cool. Like, that is a lot of money, especially for something like that. I guess, do you know, like, do they work on other games, or is it, like, solely something for, like, racing and, driving sim? Because I think it'd be interesting if those gave haptic feedback for horror games. Could you imagine that? Like, you're playing a horror game, everything's tense, all of a sudden, like, your chair jolts back as a jump scare happens. If that's not a thing, they need to make that a thing. Okay, I guess I should have been in the other lane. Man. Okay. I was like, well, there's this corner coming up, and I thought it was a turn at first, but then it wasn't. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I need to be in the outside lane so I can make the turn. And then it's going to merge anyway. I should have just stuck to my guns. Should have stayed in the left lane to begin with. Okay. Oh man, Rail Expert. Looks like this one isn't too bad though. No, it seems like usually trying to drop things off for Rail Export's always one of the ones where usually it's a bit more crowded. This one is one of the very few kind of open ones. Okay, I don't think this is going to line up properly. Okay, there's no shame in saying fuck it. Okay, yep, and we got that level up I was hoping for. Let's go with Fragile Cargo. Hey, that's fair if you're not a horror fan. I'm just saying that would be a great idea for people that are into horror, because I feel like they look for more immersiveness, and what would be more immersive than your chair, like, make me feel like you're in the game. Also, I agree. Some of the trailer parking options are absurd in this. Like, I know I usually keep on the safe parking just so I can pull and drop it off. And I feel like when I have the full setup, that's where I can take a little bit more pride and trying to back things in and stuff. But on a controller, it's like, controller doesn't always have the precision that I want for trying to park some of these things. But yeah, no, sometimes it's like you want me to like try to pull this like triple back into where, or you want me to put this where? It's like, no, I'll just leave it where it needs to be. Then, oh man, sometimes when you're trying to line it up, it seems like sometimes it doesn't quite recognize it. Because I've definitely had times where it's like, that looks like it is lined up perfectly, and it's saying no. Okay, let's go upgrade the chassis. Engine should still be fine. Yeah, let's go upgrade the chassis though. That is first priority. I get that. Yeah, that'd be a. If you're not into horror and then you played a horror game using one of those chairs, and if it was somehow, able to use the chair effectively, yeah, I can imagine it'd be pretty unsettling. But here we go. Let's go to the world map here. Let's find us a mechanic. There we go. Let's go there first. Going to get the chassis with a bit larger fuel tank, so it won't have to fill up as much. Okay. Let's see if I can... Okay. I was not going to be able to just flip around like that, so I'm going to make this a multi-point turn. Because railway expresses always have the worst places to be parked in. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like, I feel like the problem with, like, a controller, it's like, you mess with all the sensitivity settings, like, sometimes it'll be too sensitive on some things, and other times it won't be sensitive enough, so it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But, once I eventually get the wheel set up and everything, I think that'll have a lot more precise controls. Especially with being like, Logitech. I think Logitech, really, really good manufacturer for, peripherals. I think the other thing is, like, I have seen the G29s, and I know those have a lot of buttons on them, so I think button management will also be much better. Because on a controller, it's like, what am I going to sacrifice so that I can have other things that I want? Because there are definitely things where it's like, I wish I had a button for, this or that function, but since I don't have that many buttons to work with, I guess I'll have to not have this one function. Then I'll have to reach over to the keyboard to do it. Which, I do that for a couple of things, like if I have to use the retarder, I'll reach over to the keyboard and turn the retarder on. That's about the only thing I'll reach to the keyboard for, except for, I guess, also checking the information tabs for the trip navigator. Oh, I bet it'll be a whole new experience. Yeah, I look forward to it, though. Because, again, I've always liked driving sims, driving games, and, I think having that more immersive experience will just make it that much better. So, okay. We said chassis, so we can get this chassis. Don't lose any maneuverability. Let me just take a look at the engine we unlocked. What the hell? That's sad. I was thinking that that would have like some sort of boost in performance, and it does not. So we do not need it. I mean, I guess it would have a boost in performance, but it doesn't really change our truck analysis stuff. Well, let's take a look at the accessories on the outside. We can change up the mirrors. I think the classic's fine. Let's look at the bumper though. This bumper I unlocked last time I took a look at, so I don't know why it's showing it's still new. You already adjusted that. Oh, we should be able to upgrade the stacks though. Here we go. Get some nicer looking stacks on here. And is there anything else that we can customize? Okay, nothing that we need to customize, so confirm. I don't have any mods installed right now. I'm actually running the public beta of it. So with that, I know that a lot of mods aren't currently working for it, just because the beta updates fairly regularly, so it's pretty easy for a mod to become incompatible. So I don't have any mods, but once the beta is official and I can, start using just the official version again instead of the beta version, I'll probably go back to just a couple of mods, mostly flavor mods, things that like adding real world companies. I always think that one's good, and adding different logos and stuff to trailers and stuff. So we'll see if there's anything else that piques my interest. Do you have any mods that you recommend? Like, is there anything you're like, oh, you need this mod or that mod? Because I'm not too familiar with all the mods that are available for American Truck Simulator. Also, we're going to take a real long one here. We'll do this, let's see, how long is this? This is almost 1,500 miles, so yeah, this will be a good one. And look, I was already heading the right way for this. Man, picking up from the Railway Express. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I don't think I'll do anything quite like that. Yeah, kind of want it to be pretty immersive, but maybe on a one-off or something, I might consider something that just makes it absurd. 20,000 horsepower. God, you know what? I imagine at that point you can just haul anything you want. You're like, oh, you want me to haul like, a whole train's worth of cargo? Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I saw that Texas is coming out soon. I think they're also going to be I think they're still finishing Wyoming, and then I think next is Texas, so I guess we'll see when they actually release Wyoming, and then hopefully it doesn't take them too long to get Texas done as well, because I look forward to both of them. I have all of the states available right now, and I think it's interesting, get check out places you haven't been to, or even places you have been to. Okay. Yep, let's take this job. And offer expires in 23 hours, so I should have plenty of time to get this cargo over there. Okay. This does not look like it should be that hard, honestly. It's a pretty short trailer. Now I am realizing with the new stacks here that they're a little bit in the way. No regrets though. Okay, we'll just we'll use the mirrors over there. Okay. And I'm gonna have to check out European Truck Simulator too, because I imagine that's going to be like that has to be so different because I know they have different style of trucks for the most part. Since it seems like European trucks are usually those kind of flat nosed ones versus like the American trucks that have the really big hoods. And I don't know, like the roads over there are smaller, and I just feel like it would be a completely different experience. I'll have to give that a try sometime. Yeah, I imagine the map mods would be pretty tricky, but yeah, it might be worth checking out because get a little bit larger map or maybe some new content for the map that already exists. I know that I definitely have seen some people play, the modded areas, and I think if you do it right, it seems like you can usually get them to work. But I assume that's a lot of trial and error, so really depends on how much time you want to invest to making it work. I guess a big question for European Truck Simulator is do they like how many more regions are they going to offer? Have they said, or is it just one of those things that they'll keep announcing things and then just maybe one day you won't hear any more announcements for it? Oh man, I can imagine that those would definitely cause some crashes. Like if they're true to size for those areas, or at least even have a decent portion of those areas, just imagine that they're huge. Because Mexico is definitely a decent size. I mean, that would definitely compare to at least a few, like several states put together. Then Canada's huge, so yeah, I could see why that would cause that. But it'd be really interesting. I wonder if they're ever going to branch out into doing just like a North American like area, or if they're going to do more countries, or maybe just go continental or something. Because it seems like they're definitely really good on making truck simulators, since Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator. But it just makes you wonder, like, how far are they going to go with it in the end? Yeah, that's what I've heard about ETS 2, is that it gets updated fairly regularly. I mean, that's true with ATS as well. Definitely seems like they really care about their games, which is pretty cool on their part. I mean, obviously, they have financial incentive to do it, but not all developers care as much about keeping things as good as they do. So I think it's also, besides the profit, I think it's also a passion project for them. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool, a Russian expansion. Do they have any of Russia now, or is it just like a little bit, or... Again, I haven't played any of ETS 2, so I wouldn't know on what's available there or not. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, if they ever add Mexico or, Canada or something, I'd definitely get that, whether it's a DLC or whether it's, its own game. So... think anymore. I'm just curious to try all of the trucking simulators. Get to see the world virtually from the viewpoint of a trucker. Oh man, if they got to the point of having the entire world, that'd be amazing. Like that'd be ambitious. They would have to pull a move like Flight Simulator. 'Cause I think doesn't Microsoft. Well, I don't know if you know anything about this, but I've heard that Microsoft Flight Simulator has like a lot of the world. I know they did it in a way of taking like satellite imagery and then applying like AI or something like that to figure out how it should be geographically. So if they could do something like that, that would be pretty awesome. I guess the big question with the Russian expansion is, since the majority of Russia is actually in Asia, going to strict are they going to stay only to the European part of Russia, or are they going to include the Asian part of Russia as well? And also realized that said I was going to move my chat box on the after the last delivery, and never did that. Okay, that's what I thought, is that Flight Sim had the whole world, but I wasn't sure on that. I need to pick that up sometime. I've heard that it's a pretty awesome game. Like, I've heard that there are some weird anomalies when it comes to the train sometimes, just because of how the AI or whatever calculated what the train should look like, or what the elevation of various things should be. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get there. I haven't played a flight sim before, but I've always enjoyed, you know, various flight in video games, so I'm assuming a flight sim would be pretty fun. Hey, even if it's only like the European side of Russia, I think that's pretty cool that they have it. Besides, I mean, I think when most people think of Russia anyway, they think mostly of the European side. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that there is a fairly big difference between the two. Okay, let's see if we can get up to speed, and if we can get up to speed, we'll see how long we have before we have to take a rest break in this game. Yep. Okay. Got about 2 in-game hours, so guess we can try to look for a rest area here pretty soon. And let's do the smart thing and actually plan it out. Map. Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay. I guess the next rest break is going to be a ways away. I hate doing it at a dealership, but we'll start there because I would like to discover the dealership and the recruitment agency as we pass through. Oh, that sounds awesome. Floating cars, like. Oh man, yeah, no, aviation, like, seems like flight simulators would be pretty cool. I feel like they probably have a simple mode. I mean, maybe not, but if they have a simple mode, it might be worth checking out. I imagine, like racing sims, there's probably a whole bunch of like peripherals and stuff you can get to make it even more realistic. I think that's when you know you've found a real passion project, is when you're starting to build up like a cockpit for a virtual airplane. Okay. Think I'm going to have to get fuel at the next fuel stop. I should have paid attention to that on the map as well. Yeah, that's fair. It would be interesting if you could play it like real time. I always enjoy night driving too. I do like to keep the sleep on just because I feel it keeps things a little bit more normal, and I don't necessarily view it as necessarily like your character has to sleep. It just, I know that truckers can only stay on the road for a certain amount of time, so I just view it as like, hey, it's like being a trucker where you have a certain amount of hours you can log before you have to take a break. What I think would be interesting is like, instead of just getting fined for like going an excessive amount while sleeping or without sleeping, is like if they had the mechanic of your character starts dozing off, so like more slowly, like, you know, it becomes a little bit harder to control, or you can still control it but it just becomes harder. That'd be an interesting way to go about it, because I feel like that'd be a little bit more true to real life, you know, long drives, highway hypnosis, lack of sleep. But yeah, I feel like driving at night in this game is pretty fun. I know that for the stream, normally I prefer to keep it during the day, but that doesn't always happen. I like to show off the scenery a bit, but hey, can't make it so all the time. Well, let's turn in for fuel. It's going to be a painful fuel stop, I know it. Okay, here we go. Whew. I'm just glad that this trailer is super small. Like, this trailer is like a full-size trailer, doubles or triples. Like, I don't know that I would have been able to stop at this fuel station here. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty large tank of fuel there. You know what I think it is? I didn't realize that they didn't give me a full tank of fuel in this game, or when I bought the new chassis. I just figured I'd buy a new chassis and it came with a bigger fuel tank. Like, they'd give me a topped off tank of fuel, right? Those jerks. The one thing that does get me though is the characters yawning. You know, yawns are contagious, and as I'm usually playing this at night, it's like, man, now I kind of feel like yawning. It always makes it really hard towards the end of the stream where it's like, oh man, he keeps yawning, and I'm getting more tired, so I can't resist yawning. Hey, that's fair. I feel like with this game, since it has so many options, you can really play it however you want. Like, if you want to have the sleep mechanic on, you can do that. You can turn it off. You can change up whether you get fines or anything. Like, there's just so many different things you can do with this game, which I think is pretty cool because I honestly prefer games that do offer more customization to playability. Also, if I cough during the stream, you'll have to excuse me on that. I got a piece of corn stuck in my throat earlier, and man, it was bothering me. Left me with a sore throat, so. Oh, man. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. I'll stay in this lane. Oh, yeah. No, like, I think in this game, my favorite thing to carry is triples. So, I don't know if you've been playing it recently, but I know recently they've adjusted it where the states that don't allow triples in real life will actually start charging you fines if you go through them with triples. Because that did not used to be a thing. Because I know I was going through a state that doesn't allow triples in real life. And I pulled into a way station and it said like illegal truck and trailer combo, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? So I was like, okay, fine, let's do some internet research. Like, can I not have a day cab with a triple? Like, is that what this is? And then like realizing or reading into it, it was like, oh yeah, they just updated it so that now if you're pulling like triples and you're in like I don't think California allows triples, and there's other states that don't. I just can't remember which ones. But yeah, if you're in any of these states and you go into a way station, they're going to find you. And it's like, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I could see how it would convince you it might be the actual streamer being the one that's yawning, since it does actually sound like a pretty regular, convincing yawn. Oh man, well if you need to get to sleep, you should definitely do that. Don't feel obligated to be here on my behalf. Okay, let's see here. It says the sleep area in this game should be right here. Let's see if we can manage it. Okay, there we go. I always hate using the rest stops here at truck dealers because I feel like they're not that accurate. Like, I've pulled directly into like what should be the rest area on various dealers, and it's like never get the option to actually rest. Wait, was there a driver who stopped in front? I wasn't paying attention. Like, did they stop in front of me? Because that could have happened. Oh, look at that. We got the green light. Yeah, no, got that rest stop out of the way. Let's see here. Got 22 hours is the expected time to complete it. We got 60 hours basically to get it complete. Let's just plan out our next rest stop really quick. How far away is the Boise area? Don't have my second thing. Oh wait, I guess it would be my second one. We'll wait until we discover the thing up here, the recruitment agency. I don't truck in real life. I've known several truckers. Like, my dad was a trucker, and then he had friends that were truckers, and I've just known a lot of truckers. I've always thought big rigs were interesting, so uh, I don't know if I'd ever get into trucking. I mean, it seems like it'd be a pretty cool job, but on the flip side, like, you're away from home a lot, and I do just enjoy being in the area that I live in. So I don't know if I'd ever want to be a trucker. How about you? You truck IRL, or you just a hobbyist virtual trucker like me? And while I'm waiting on that, let's actually try to set that rest point now. Now that I can actually see how long it will be. That's 12 hours out. We'll just yeah, we'll try to get to about the Boise area, which is basically my base of operations in this game. So let's go to home. Might as well stop in at home. Cool. And that should leave us, after we take that rest break, with only 10-ish hours left. Or I guess, yeah, only 10-ish hours left. So, oh yeah, driver's brake checking after changing lanes in this game is definitely something that happens. That, or when you merge behind them, they'll also brake check, or it's just a pain sometimes. Like, the AI in this game sometimes just betrays you. Oh man, I need to be in the other lane. Hopefully I can make that happen before that next light. Let's see. We're gonna do one of two things. We'll either find an opening, or we'll force our way in. I'm gonna... Yeah, here we go. We found an opening. Yeah, I feel like playing a driving sim. It's kind of like a hobbyist type of thing. I don't necessarily feel like, people that aren't at least somewhat interested in certain type of activity, would really do much of a simulator for it. I think you have to have a little bit of at least a base interest, I think the other big problem, though, when it comes to trucking is think being in all that traffic. Like, I enjoy driving quite a bit, but I hate traffic. And I think when you have to drive for, like, however many hours a day, I forget how many they're legally are allowed to drive in a day, which is probably what you're going to be driving, since you're probably going to try and maximize your time on the road for more money. I think you'd be in a lot of traffic, and I think that would just get to me. I think I would be bothered all the time. I'd be like, oh man, people suck at driving, and I just don't want to deal with this shit. I feel like, fun-wise, I feel like it'd be really fun for, like, the first year. Like, I feel like until you're really used to everything, it would be super fun. But then, like, after you've seen all the states and you start getting used to, like, a lot of the sites that were interesting before, it would just become, like, the normal daily grind. Oh, man, I need to be in that lane. I need to pay attention to the map. There we go. as I said, my father, he used to be a trucker, and I know when I was younger, there was a few times I rode with him, and I always enjoyed being in the truck then as well. I mean, I do enjoy longer trips. It just, on the flip side, yeah, if I'm on like backcountry roads or something like that, where the traffic's pretty much non-existent, I really love it. You put me in like a city with like a lot of traffic, you know, it's stop and go, trying to maneuver is that much harder. Then it's like, this is too stressful. I wish I wasn't driving right now. Yeah, I get that too. I used to play some competitive games, but I really haven't played that many in years. I think now I'm more just into. I want to have fun in the game. I want something that I can sit down, relax, and just enjoy myself. You know, I don't need something that's going to like make me stress about, oh, I need to win this match, or oh, I need to get to a certain rank or division or whatever. It's like, nah. I just want to sit down, chill out, do something that doesn't require, you know, me to just stress about whether I'm winning or losing. Don't get me wrong, I know some people are into that, and I'm not going to slight anyone for that. Like, if that's what someone's into, they should play games like that. Because I'm sure there's plenty of people out here that are like, oh man, a game like American Truck Sim, like that's boring. I don't think it's boring, but I think actually recently I had a friend who, you know, wanted a little bit of a preview of this on Steam. So they were like, hey, you know, can you stream it for a moment for me on Steam? I did that for him, and you're like, yeah, it's pretty boring. I don't think I could do that. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. This game is fun. You know, I don't know if like this game is fully accurate to driving, but if it is like accurate to driving, and that's how it is in the UK and ETS, like that'd be pretty entertaining. I mean, to be fair, like they're pretty accurate on like landscape and stuff like that. So maybe they are accurate on like driving habits in certain countries. Oh man. Hey, Mavericks! I'm not throwing salt on you. I know that you love to play LOL. I used to play LOL. You know that. It's not something I do much anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll play the occasional match, but I suck at it now, and I just accept that I'm going to lose, so there's no competition when it comes to me playing LOL. Okay, let's slow this down a little bit. This is going 15 miles per hour in this game is it's always a little bit of a challenge. I just want to go faster than that. 15 is too slow. In game or IRL. See, I think that's a problem. I'm also prone to getting stressed during competitive games. Like, seems like if things are getting a little bit more clutch, it's like, okay, my adrenaline's starting to pump, and now my heart rate's up, and I'm just stressing it. It's like, nah, I would rather do something more relaxed. Exactly, I agree, man. Yeah, people can have their preferences. They can play what they want. If it's something like this that's super relaxed, cool. If it's something a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more fast paced, and more competitive. Cool. Like, let everyone choose what they want to play. I thought it was funny though, because my friend had called this game boring. It was hilarious because he was like, "Oh, this reminds me of like the more boring parts of Grand Theft Auto." He's referring to the driving in that. I was like, I quite enjoyed the driving in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, to be fair though, in Grand Theft Auto, the driving, you don't have to stop for stoplights. Stoplights are just a suggestion in that, but I did see where he was coming from, at least in terms of driving mechanics. Oh, okay. Oh man, that corn tried to kill me today. I'm telling you guys. Also, corn on the cob at least is not a great food when you have a mustache. My mustache just kept trying to get in the way. Oh man, looks like we're gonna get some rain. This has been a pretty dry one. I know, like, I think 2 streams ago, or maybe it's my last stream, like, seems like it was pretty wet, but this one has been dry. Like, this will be the first rain we get, if we catch this. It looks like it might be moving on. Let's pray for a little bit of rain. I like a little bit of rain in this game. I just like the way it looks, I like driving the rain. Though I feel like if I'm driving in the rain, I like to do it during the day versus at night. In ATS, it doesn't matter to me if it's night or day and it's raining, but in real life, when it is raining at night, like, the way that things reflect off the ground just makes it a lot harder for me to see. It gives me a little bit more night blindness, so... Oh, I bumped my mouse. Oh my god. Okay, let's readjust. Here we go. On the topic of different games, though, you guys been playing anything interesting out there? I do love the Grand Theft Auto series, and I do love open world games. I can't remember if that's the first open world game I played. I'm gonna have to say maybe that inspired me to love open world games, maybe it didn't. I can't remember, honestly. But I do know that it is a series that I do enjoy and love. I know the first one I ever played for that was San Andreas, and I'll still go back and play that from time to time because it is hokey, it is cheesy, but it is still fun to play. I need to check out their Red Dead Redemption series, or I guess their Red Dead series. I've heard those are pretty fun too, like Grand Theft Horse. Oh yeah, in this game, like, traction it goes out the window when it rains. Like, I feel like rain in this game is like driving on a gentle snow in real life. I wonder if they'll ever add like a snow mechanic. Like, I think it'd be really cool if they offered like seasons. Also, what is this? He like stopped and then he went and then he stopped. Okay, I'm just going to accept that guy has no clue what he's doing, and we're just going to take his right away. But yeah, no, I think it'd be cool if they had like more seasons. Like snow, or maybe even like a little bit of like light flooding or something, or just various road hazards, road weather that it doesn't currently have. Because don't get me wrong, I enjoy the rain in this game. Like, I think it's cool, mostly for a visual aesthetic, but yeah, I think having more options would be nice, especially if it's like, oh, hey, it's winter, now we have snow mechanics, or oh, hey, it's summer, like, there's less chance of rain. Like, then when you have to adjust the rain slider at that point, you can, you just choose the option to be like, oh, I just want it to be seasonal weather. But yeah, I think they do need to fix the rain in this game, because the rain is overpowered. Yeah, I picked up PC Building Simulator. I still haven't played it yet. I do enjoy building PCs. Like, I've built a couple, and I've worked on a couple extensively, so it's definitely something I really enjoy in real life. But yeah, I thought a virtual version would be pretty cool too. I also want to see how real like it feels to play in game. Let's see here, 3K hours though. That is a lot of time for any video game. Oh Jesus, I looked away for too long there. Let's see. Okay, we're going to stop at this viewpoint. We can actually catch a viewpoint during the day. Sweet, and that'll give me a chance to actually check your chat there. So let's pull into this viewpoint, or this rest area, get this viewpoint, and I will read your messages while it plays the cinematic. And we'll just pull around so I can actually be facing the correct way to leave. I am always so excited to get to a viewpoint in the day in this game, because I always encounter them at night, so it's always a pain. I don't want to show it off at night, because I think the viewpoints don't look as good at night in this game. Okay, so yeah, I haven't played GTA 5 online yet. I still need to actually play GTA 5. I played a bit of 4. The computer I had when I tried to run 5, though, was not great, so that's why I didn't do that. Let's see. Yeah, San Andreas was pretty awesome. That was my childhood too. I had to like actually lie to get that game, because like, you know, your parents like try to prevent you from getting a game. Like, as a kid, you try your best to get access to it, which I managed to. Yeah, I'll have to check out Red Dead. As I said, I've heard great things about those. I know they have snow mods, and maybe when this comes out of beta, it might be time to try one of those. But I also think it'd be awesome if they had like just a native snow thing. But yeah, if not, I guess there is always the modding community. Like, that's the beauty of the modding community is, oh, you want a certain feature that the game doesn't have? Like, well, the modding community probably has it. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever be able to invest 3,000 hours into that game. Don't get me wrong, again, I do love Grand Theft Auto games, but man, 3,000 hours is quite a bit. The most I think I've invested into games so far is probably somewhere closer to the like 500, 600 range, and that's like certain games. I think I've probably invested that much time into Morrowind, because that's a game that I've been playing over the years. The Elder Scrolls 3, and that's probably my favorite Elder Scrolls game as well. I tried to do Daggerfall, which is like the one that has the larger world and everything, but I couldn't get into that. I mean, at least not when I was trying. I was looking for something a little bit not as hard to get into at that time, and that was hard to get into. But yeah, I probably spent that much time on Morrowind, because I have played that across several PCs, and I've done several playthroughs on that over the past couple of decades. So, otherwise, I don't know if I've ever spent that much time on any other singular game. I'd have to look. I know in Steam I've gotten some games close to the 200-300 mark, which I know doesn't sound like too much when you're talking about like 3,000, but feels like a lot to me. I think the games in Steam that I have the most time on are Terraria, Stardew Valley, and I think American Truck Simulator is coming up on that. I only got American Truck Simulator about a month and a half ago, I think. I think I'm getting close to like 150 hours now. So, ATS will probably become one of my most played games. I mean, maybe it'll eventually become my most played game. We'll see. But yeah, no, 3,000 hours for one game. Like, that's some dedication. Like, props to you for that. Man, one thing I've always wondered in ATS, I don't know if you can, but I just wondered, like, can you hit a pedestrian, and if so, like, what would that cause? Like, would it just be like, oh man, you got hit with the most massive fine, or what? Because I feel like most of the time you see pedestrians, they're behind stuff, so I don't feel like you can hit them. But I've always wondered, not because I want to hit a pedestrian, just I've been curious, because there's always the chance of an accident, and I feel like one of these days, if it's possible, it's going to happen. I just wonder what that's going to cause. You got any more games you spent, that amount of time on, or just even more than that? Say, let's say more than 500 hours on, because I feel like that's a pretty large amount of time for any singular game too. I was coming up on that turn a little bit too fast. Oh my god. Almost ran off the road there. Yeah, that makes sense. When you say you graduate, you currently going to college, or are you still in high school? Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, like, I know when I got out of college and then, work life began, work life definitely makes you reconsider how you play video games. It also makes you, just reconsider playing them at all. Like, there have been times where I haven't touched video games just because my life gets too busy, and then you gotta prioritize. So, yeah. Work life definitely makes things interesting. Let's see if I can get past this guy. I'm going to kind of encroach in his lane. He's going to let me in. There we go. If that's the case, like, I'd be a little bit disappointed if you just drive through them like they're a phantom. I know that it would be rough to hit a pedestrian and like have it do something really serious, but I feel like there should at least be a heavy fine or something, Though again, I don't know that you can actually hit them, because like, again, they're usually not too in the open. I think if you're going to hit one, I think usually you'd have to either just not be paying attention, or do it on purpose, which I feel like the not paying attention part would probably be, if I ever hit a pedestrian in this game, how it happens. Well, I do think that I'll eventually get up there on ATS. I'll have to play ETS sometime. I feel like for me it'll probably be reversed, but that's mostly because, starting on ATS and then ETS will be the second of the games to play. Whereas I'm assuming you started. Well, yeah, it sounds like you started with ETS and then moved to ATS. So, assuming that's probably why you have more hours on ETS. Well, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that you're coming up on your graduation. It's an exciting time, Feels nice to get over with the university life. I mean, I didn't graduate. Don't get me wrong. I'm a college dropout, so don't let me tell you too much about university life. But it's nice to be out of school and get into the working world. And then once you get into the working world, you're like, man, I miss not having as many responsibilities. So, but again, you figure things out as you go. There's so many things I wish they would have taught me either in high school or college, though, about actually being an adult in real life, because they don't prep you for everything you need to know. You still got to learn some things from first-hand experience. Yeah, I'll give you that. Like, you have more times on your hand for gaming, so hey, take it while you can, because, again, once the adult life starts, like, once you get into the job market and get to the actual adulting of working a job, oh man, and then it's like, I gotta consider all my priorities, including gaming, so. Yeah, you probably have a good point. Oh man, I should have pulled off for the truck dealership there. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I'm going to pull out, I'm going to discover that truck dealer, and then we will get back on the road. Yeah, I think you're right, though. I don't think it would be rated E for everyone. I think then they'd have to at least make it like T, because there's included violence. Though I don't think I ever paid attention to the ESRB rating on this. So, I didn't know it was actually rated E. I mean, that checks out, because there's nothing, really disagreeable about this game. I mean, the most disagreeable thing about me streaming this game is probably just me. So, I don't think American Truck Simulator is going to offend anyone. Okay. Let's go discover this dealership. Which one is this? Can we see this before we get there, or are we going to get there first? Oh, I get that. Oh, hey, look, another Kenworth dealership. Man, I think I've discovered, 2 or 3 of these already. I don't think I've discovered a single Volvo dealership, or, I guess I got the Peterbilt dealership. Still need to find a Western Star and a Mack, I think. Not that I'm going to buy trucks from them, but just so I can have them discovered. Yeah, that's fair though. Like, with the whole lockdown stuff, like not getting the full university experience, that'd be a little bit rough. I know when I went to university, like, I was a pretty model student for the most part, till I got to my last semester, and I just burnt out super hard. I know I was always doing overload credit semesters, and then I just had a lot going on in life beyond university, so I burnt out pretty hard. But enjoy university life, and try not to strain yourself or stress yourself out too much. And being adults, as much as people complain about it, like I honestly think it does have some great aspects. Like when you get into the working world, it's like you get a whole new level of freedom that you most likely haven't gotten before. Since even in university, you're still living under other people, whether it be in like residence halls or stuff like that, or if you're living with your parents. I mean, unless you're like living off campus by yourself or with roommates, then you get a little bit more of the regular adult life. But yeah, for the normal experience of going to college, where you're either in like a frat house or a residence hall, or if you're living with parents, if you're going to a university that's close to you, still feels like you don't get the full freedom that you could have. Well, thanks for being here today, Ice Cube. I do stream a bit earlier on Fridays, so Fridays I start at 11 p.m. Pacific or Mountain Standard Time. I couldn't remember my own time zone, so if Friday, you're awake at that time, I will be here. Otherwise, hope to catch you again sometime. You have a good night. And again, thank you for being here. Man, I always find it funny. Like, I always tell myself, oh, the stream's only going to last this long. And so far, it's been always lasting longer, so. I do enjoy this, though. I like when I have you guys in chat. It makes my day a little bit better with playing these video games. I like to get to share them. So. Man, I always love the windmill farms in these games, or in this game, I should say. Windmill farms so small. Well, I wonder if there's any windmill farm out there that consists of only 4 windmills. Yeah, I've never been to a Waffle House, but I think that's what that logo is supposed to be. No, we don't have any here in, or at least that I know of here in the area in Idaho, but I've always heard interesting things about Waffle Houses. I wonder if anyone can attest to whether there actually is, as exciting as they've been described as. or if it's just a rumor or myth that crazy things happen at them. Because I've always heard that really weird things happen at Waffle Houses, and I cannot attest to that. There we go. Looked away for a moment there, Mavericks. I do see that you did send me the link for that video for JS2 Cents, so I'm gonna have to check that out after I get done streaming. I'm super interested to see his full setup for driving. Since I know you're probably using me only for background noise. Yeah, you playing some LOL, Mabriz? Yeah, you didn't have to correct yourself there. I figured that's what you meant was anime. What are you watching? Or I guess, is that a detail too spicy to share in chat? You know, is that worth checking out? I haven't seen it myself. Always been kind of interested. Like, would you say it's worth checking out? Cool. I'll have to look into that sometime. I mean, you know me. I do enjoy an isekai, and I feel like that is probably an isekai. I mean, the name would suggest it to me. Oh man, let's see here. No, I cannot get off the highway here. Well, damn. Oh, but I still discovered the truck dealership. Sweet. Oh, I only have to go to the way station. Oh my god, I am getting lucky. This might be the best stream ever in terms of luck just going my way. No weird accidents. No, not having every light I encounter be red. Not getting stuck by multiple trains. Like, oh man, this is going well. This is going well, guys. Heck, I didn't even like almost Well, I mean, I guess I kind of was driving a little bit badly there because I was paying a little bit more attention than I should have to chat. But hey, you know, chat's great, guys. Keep it up, keep it up. But yeah, nothing going too wrong this stream. Plus, I think I'm about halfway done with the current delivery, so it is going well too. This is going to be a long one. I'm glad you guys are here for it. This should actually show off quite a bit of stuff for you. Is that like a fist bump? I feel like that's a fist bump. Looking more closely, it looks like that's definitely a fist bump. It was a little bit hard to make it out when just taking a really quick glance over there. Yeah, I do think that is one thing I really enjoy about Twitch is like all the cool emotes they have. If I ever get big enough on Twitch to get my own emotes and stuff, I will. Okay, fist pound, same thing. Fist bump, fist pound. You know, that's where you correct me and you're like, no, a pound is, it's more violent than a bump. Like, if someone bumps into you, it's a nice, soft, you know, gentle occurrence. If someone pounds you, it's not a soft occurrence, it's a very violent one. So, I will be sarcastic for you, since I know if I don't, you will hit me with that sarcasm. You know, if I ever get to a, you know, amount of stream or amount of viewers and stuff that I can ever get to affiliate or whatever on Twitch, I think that'd be pretty fun. Get some emotes and all that good stuff. I know just the person to design them too, so I know, I'm pretty sure they know who they are. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, Mappers, I looked over and I saw the like crying face, so I was like, no. And I saw the cat face, and I was like, okay. They're not upset. Oh man, there we go. Yeah, crying face really distracted me, though. I was like, oh, did I say something wrong? Like, I feel like I didn't say anything wrong. You tricked me there. That's what that was. Way station, I think we're probably going to have to pull in for this way station. It's been quite a while since we've gotten weighed. I don't think we've gotten weighed yet. Oh, I guess we're not getting weighed this time. Well, hot diggity dang. That is cool. I'm okay with not having to get weighed right there. I don't know what that guy's issue. I don't know why he's just randomly slowing down. Well, let's just go on by them. I'm not too concerned about what they're doing. You have any ideas planned out for what you're going to want to do for your emotes when you finally get there? Oh, what the hell are you WTFing about? No, honestly, what are you WTFing about? Because, like, you know how there's a bit of a delay. I have no clue what you're, up in arms about. There we go. Okay. I know with the beta they've been working on the lighting in this game, and I am not 100% happy with how the lighting's been on some things. I am weird. Anyway. But no, what I was gonna say, like, so are you planning on, when you eventually get to affiliate or whatever, you planning on, like, do you have some emotes in mind? Here, I've been meaning to mod you. I didn't figure it out the first time, so give me just a second here. Let me get to a rest stop, and I will fix that. Let's see if I can get this guy to stop. There we go. I think one of my favorite things in this game is to bully the other trucks when you need them to do something, or bully other cars when you need to do something. Well, we'll figure out what a... Oh my god, actually, we will... I have some ideas now, but we'll figure that out. Or are you saying for your own affiliate? Because I feel like that's something I also need as well, but I have some ideas now of what would be good for that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going a little bit too fast now. Yeah, let me open up Twitch. Well, the only reason I haven't modded you yet is that I couldn't quite figure out how to do it from just like regular settings, and I think you can just do it directly when someone's in chat. So since you're in chat, I'll just try and get you modded right now. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, what's the command for it? Now, since you're actually actively in chat, I was able to just do it from mobile. So I just mobiled you. Send another message. See if it went through yet. See if it'll show the badge. There you go. No, I didn't do the command. All I did was on the mobile, since your name was there in chat, I just did a long press, or no, I just clicked on your name and it let me mod you. And I've been meaning to mod you, and just obviously I'm not the best with Twitch. Oh yeah, no, I get what you mean, the mod view. Yeah, no, I think the mod view is pretty interesting. Definitely, I think it's like a nice touch. It like gives you like a little bit more details than you would otherwise have, since obviously you're a mod and you should know those details. Since you're in the chat though, Mavericks, can you time out that Mavericks guy? Oh man, he just keeps spamming me. Hey. I wouldn't time you out. You know what's funny though is I totally thought about like timing you out while I was in the settings there to mod you. I was like part of me just wants to time him out just to be a dick, but that'd be unfair. Why is this person only doing like 40 and a 70? Yeah, I know. I do need an FU emote. Like, how do you know how long a timeout is? Like, or does it have you select a time when you're doing a timeout? I've never had to time anyone out since it seems like most of the people that come into the stream are pretty chill. And I'm just cool with that. Like, I don't mind if someone comes in and they just want to hang out and relax. That's what I'm here for. You know, gonna do some easy living for a bit. I know that, Madison, in regards to her stream, like, I know she's mentioned before that ever so often she'll get some dickhead fucking, watchers in chat. Which is funny because it's like never, like, if I catch her stream, it's always just like when, like, I'm not there, so I just think it's funny. Because I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. All your people seem cool, Okay, we're going to go rest at our garage. This is probably like the worst place to actually rest with a trailer, but I honestly just want to do it since we were passing by the Boise area, and I don't think my character has been back to home base in a long time. So let's take a nap here. Take a nap at home, and the best place to take a nap. I've been in too many strange places. Okay, cool. As I said, I didn't know if it gave you that option when you're doing a timeout, or if there's just a set amount of time for a timeout. That's good to know, though. One thing you will notice is that Madison did not catch the stream. She is an early bird, so I don't think we'll ever, like, I shouldn't say ever, but I don't think it'll be something that happens often if she's in, chat. I don't know. Do you think I should mod her too? I mean, she's a pretty trustworthy person. Or are you going to be my one white knight? You're going to protect me from all the evil guys out there. Are you asking who on who is saying I should let be a mod or not, or are you saying who on like who would you protect me from? You know what? That's incredibly vague. I agree. We do need an FU emote because that would be an FU emote moment. I was saying Madison, since, she's a pretty trustworthy person. Or again, are you going to be my one white knight out there, protecting me from all the wily people out there? Protecting my honor and all that shit. no, that's the truth. Like eventually, it would be too much to handle for just one person, but that's not the case right now. So, yeah, eventually we'll probably have some other mods. I mean, do you want to help me invent, like, I guess vet mods, like when we need to? We do like a mod interview when we eventually find people that want to join the mod team. Yeah, you know, like to vet someone would be like, you know, check out their background, get a feel for them as a person, you know, see if they're reliable or trustworthy or whatnot. Okay, let's stop the station up here. Is the Power 6 Frankie? Matters. Is the Power 6 Frankie? Yeah, since I haven't received an answer on that, I am just going to assume that that's Frankie. And if that is Frankie, you know, if I mod him, like, what good's he gonna do? You know, his bedtime is, you know, like 8 or 9 p.m. My earliest stream starts at 11. Yeah, we finally got that rain that I've been hoping for in this game. I do think that rainy days are nice. Like, just love them. You know, I think on a prior stream I described why I love them, but I missed something out of that. I missed that, like, you know, on a rainy day, the air just has a certain smell to it, which is pretty good. Oh my god, this Prius looking thing is going to be the death of me. He was going just fast enough that I couldn't pass him, but just slow enough that it was taking forever for me to be able to merge behind them. Okay, I see that you answered me. For some odd reason, Streamlabs wasn't showing the updated Twitch chat there yet. It was it's still just showing the Power 6 there. I wonder why the Streamlabs chat for Twitch isn't caught up yet. Because yeah, even if you look on the stream window, you can see that hasn't caught up yet. I wonder if it's because I have... oh, hey, look, it has that message. Yeah, no, look, it has, like, oh, weird. It does have those messages. I don't know. I'm just going to assume that for a moment there, Streamlabs just didn't sync with Twitch, so... Because, yeah, now it's caught up, so I'm not too worried about it now. I was worried there for a second, like, oh, shit, man. Like, did something go wrong here? Is my Twitch stuff going down the drain? Is it like, oh, you're dropping 1,000%, 1,000% of your frames. You're no longer on Twitch. What Stream Elements? Yeah, what Stream Elements? Oh, OBS? I mean, I think I'll stick with Streamlabs. I think one of the bigger problems, at least in regards to just the actual, like, live part of it, the live streaming itself, I think is a lot to do with, like, the internet. Because I do not have great internet. My internet is less than great. So... But pretty soon I'll be well, yeah, like I need to get in I'll probably get in contact with them tomorrow to see if they can just get it turned on. Because when I called them the other night, like I think I told you this, but they said that since a certain department wasn't open, I couldn't do it, and I was pretty tired today, so I didn't feel like doing it today. But if anything, I'll try to get it done sooner. Otherwise, at latest, it'll be this coming Tuesday. Well, I already got everything set up. Like, I have the appointment if I do have to wait for them to actually come in to my home to get everything installed, even though I literally have everything set up. I just gotta actually see if there's a way for me to activate it. But if anything, like, the latest will be Tuesday. So I'm not as concerned as I should be, but yeah, it's going to be pretty soon. So yeah, it was I know in, like, the last stream I'd mentioned, like, something that was, you know, kind of a cool thing in the works. So yeah, better internet will be something that I will be getting soon. Hopefully with that I'll be able to up the quality and not have to worry about any drop frames ever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I also got something else in the works that you guys will see soon enough. I just didn't feel quite like setting it up today because I think I'd also have to change up some of the lighting and stuff. Oh, Jesus, I looked at the chat and you distracted me there. What are you aiming towards? Like, are you aiming towards having stuff in the works, or? Nah, not a face cam, but it'll be something, you know. It'll be something. I hope that it'll be something that you guys enjoy, and I know I'll enjoy it, so it'll definitely make the streams. Oh man, I've been doxxed, people. I've been doxxed. But yeah, no. Yeah, it'll definitely make the streams more interesting. At least I think so. It'll also make playing games a little bit harder, just because it'll require a bit of attention. I mean, a lot of it will be set and forget, but there will be some attention I'll have to pay towards it. But I think it'll be fun. I hope you guys will enjoy it, and then if you do, you'll let me know, and if you don't, well, you know, we'll see. I might change it up at that point of what I do, or I might just leave it that way. Okay. We only have like 22 minutes left of this delivery. This is a long delivery. I think I started this like a little bit over an hour into my stream, and I'm almost at the 3 hour mark now. Like, god damn. Yeah, let's take a quick peek over at the time we have. Yeah, we still have like 32 and a half hours before this delivery is due. Like, we got plenty of time for this. Yeah, everything's going well today, man. Well, except for the fact that I keep looking at chat and I keep almost crashing. But beyond that, everything is going well today. Like, not having like any serious issues, like not having like the AI do anything like super terrible. Not having invisible walls cause me like major accidents. Not having every light be red. Like, I can't complain too much. Okay, well, let's stay in this lane. This guy is slow. I can't complain that much. Fuck this guy, he's slow. Okay. Man, I cannot believe it's already almost 5, honestly. Oh, man. Like, what throws me off is that the deduction noise, or I shouldn't even say the deduction noise, the update noise in this game sounds the same for like everything. So whether it's like a deduction for a loan, whether you're getting like a violation for like speeding or something else, whether you get an accident, or if you get like income from any of your other drivers once you have them, like it always sounds the same. So like sometimes it makes me paranoid because I'll hear it and I'll be like, fuck, am I speeding? Did I get a speeding ticket? And I'll look down and it's like loan install, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I don't care so much about that. Okay. Man, I gotta quit looking at chat on windy roads like this. Straightaway is cool, windy roads not so cool. I was gonna be used as texting and driving. Don't text and drive on a windy road, kids. I mean, don't do it at all, but yeah, especially don't do it on a windy road. Okay, now we can look at chat for a moment since we're on the straightaway. Looks like nothing is updated there, so cool. If I was smart, I would have grabbed a nice drink of water during that last rest stop. Way station. I bet this way station is one that I have to check into. Nope, I don't have to check into this one. Cool. Yeah, I can predict whether I have to stop at a way station or not with like the best of accuracy, like whole 50% accuracy. Like, might as well flip a coin. Okay, we're gonna slow this down just a touch, since this is a pretty windy road here. At least if it's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of, so yeah, let's slow down even further. Here we go. We'll turn on our flashers, and we'll do this as a nice balmy, like 40. There we go. Made it off the hill just fine. Man, I was actually uncertain whether I was going to make that without like tapping into anything or anything like that. But I made sure to take it slow. Seems like that hill is one that I've definitely had a couple of accidents, like minor ones, on before. And I think one major one before too. Oh man, what is this guy doing? This made sense for the hill, but right here, it doesn't make as much sense. Now, oh my god. This guy just messed up my whole flow. Messed up my whole flow, now he's messing it up again. Okay, let's get by him. That guy's a problem. This guy up here is probably going to be a problem, so let's just merge over here before he becomes a problem. Okay, look at that. Now things are going right again. No more people getting our way. Hopefully no red lights. Not going to get any tickets. Everything's going to go well. Oh, you mother... God... Oh, fuck. You know what? Okay, that was my fault. I said everything was going to go well. So, this game had to prove me wrong. Had to be like, hey, you know, this guy's going to pull out in front of me, but also, hey, this other lane that you'd have to merge into to get around him, yeah, there's going to be traffic there. So, yeah. Had to come to a complete stop on the interstate. Not something I like to do. You know, Mavericks, it's probably your fault. I would personally think that a Demon Lord would outrank a Demon, because Lord, you know, obviously suggests some sort of royal title, whereas just a Demon by itself would just suggest a non-titled, descript demon. So, why is in your anime, is it like saying that one's higher than the other, or is it making it sound like a demon's higher than the Demon Lord? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it saying that like a demon's like higher than the Demon Lord in that? Well, I guess my question with that is this character a good guy or a bad guy? Now, don't hit me with the line that, like, well, they're a demon. Of course they're a bad guy because, yeah, this is anime. That's not always the case. So, are they a good guy or a bad guy? Okay. Well, to be fair, so is slime like? Would you say that slime isn't more powerful than this demon that they're a lord of? No, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, just because the demon lord outranks a demon doesn't necessarily actually indicate, any sort of power difference. Because I mean, there's it could be one of those things that like maybe they rated upon like other accomplishments or other attributes. Like maybe it's based upon like their things they've done or stuff like that, which someone might be like, let's say, the strongest, but on the flip side, like if they're not motivated or dedicated, they might not accomplish what needs to be done. So I mean, I don't know what the system is for that anime, how that all works, but if it's based upon merit like that for the actions they've done or taken, like maybe that's why. I mean, maybe slime is more powerful than them. Who knows? You'll know before I do, obviously. They'll receive gifts. Like what sorts of gifts? Yeah, I'm just going to assume, like, maybe you didn't hear me on that, or you're typing out the longest response ever of what the gifts are. Yeah, what sort of gifts do they receive? I wouldn't know. I guess I'll have to look into it because sounds like sounds like you're still at the point where you don't know the whole system either. Well, if it stops and reloads for you, I'm just going to assume it's on my end. You know, shitty internet and whatnot. I feel like since I made the decision that I'm going to switch, I feel like my internet's been like that much worse. Like I think it's probably just like random happenstance, but like I just like to think it's just like my ISP's like, oh no, that bastard's like he's stopping their service with us. They're gonna get someone else. Like, oh, we're gonna make their life hell. Like even though they don't know, I just like to think that's what they're thinking. Is it something with Twitch on your end? I mean, it's hard to say. Um, I know I've watched plenty of Brittle Moose VODs where he's had viewers mention similar things like that. Um, so yeah, it could just be Twitch. Looking up the system in how I got reincarnated as slime. Is that what you're saying you looked up? Or what type of gifts they receive, or see, I feel like our problem is we're having like a few different conversations with each other at the same time. So, you know, it's kind of like, wait, which of these is he responding to? You know? Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I again, I feel like sometimes it just happens with Twitch, and yeah, what? Like, did you ever find a reason as to why that happens occasionally, or is it just one of those things that it just happens and there's like no known reason for it? Also, give me 1 second here. I'm going to try and refresh the chat. It looks like on my stream it's not synced with the chat again. So let's try to refresh. Okay. And let's hope that lets everything feed over again. Okay. Did you decide to use the Twitch app for PC, or are you just on the Twitch website? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that I actually didn't know there was a Windows or whatever based app for Twitch. So I think that'd be pretty cool, though. Like, probably be a little bit more efficient. And besides, at least you're on like Chrome and not like Internet Explorer. No, that's where you could point out that Internet Explorer is like not really as much of a thing anymore, since Microsoft is pushing Edge, which is supposedly about as good as, or actually I guess supposedly I've heard it's better than Chrome, but yeah, I've never used Edge, so I can't substantiate that. I hear that it runs on the Chromium based system or whatever, so maybe that's true. Who knows? Well, since you've used it before, what made you decide that you still want to use Chrome instead of using Microsoft Edge? Yeah, I get that. 100% get that. Habit's a hard thing to break, honestly. Oh my God! You know what, Sam? That was a perfect opportunity for a Linkin Park reference. Because you're not breaking the habit. That's what I'm saying. You're not breaking the habit. You're you're rolling with the habit. You're like, fuck yeah, man, give me this habit. It's kind of like those Big Smoke and like Tobacco Connection commercials. They're always like, when you gotta have it. Kind of like, saying like when you gotta have it, but with habit sounding like habit. Let's let this guy through, because I know these jerk-offs are going to like try and fuck me over. There we go. I may have had to cut someone off to do it, but it beat the alternative of having to stop on the freeway again. Also, I think the secret here is when chat desyncs itself on Streamlabs, all I have to do is hit that refresh, and looks like that fixed the issue. So I sure hope that it didn't desync like during any anyone else's messages and stuff, since you obviously don't care whether I get back to you in too timely of a manner, but I would hate for people that kind of care for a little bit prompter reply to not get a prompt reply, or not get a reply at all. So How's moderating the chat going there, Maverick? Is it going pretty easy? Going pretty hard? Having a tough time? Having trouble keeping up? You gotta turn slow mode on? Is that what it is? You just moving too fast for you? Oh man, I know, it's going way too fast. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, as I said, I don't know anything about that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So, I have to check it out. See what all you're talking about with that character and the main character being ranked above him. Oh man, it's getting towards the end of the stream. I can feel it. I'm getting pretty tired. Primordial, like one of the originals or whatever. Like they're so old that and they basically are ancestry to like all other demons. Oh, that's pretty cool. Do they at least have a really cool design, or are they kind of basic? Oh, we're about to discover a new dealership. It's a Peterbilt though, so nothing too new. Okay, here we go. Time to make the delivery. This one's going to be an easy one too. Look at this. Just got to pull straight in. Oh yeah, look at that. As easy as that could have been. I bet you, oh my god, I got 2 levels out of that one. Jesus. I mean, to be fair, that was a long one, guys. That was a long one. So we got 2 skill points. I think I'm just going to keep assigning them into fragile cargo. Actually, let's do just-in-time delivery. Unlock some of those. That'll at least give us some more delivery types. And let's just take a look at what we unlocked as well. So we got new hub covers. Oh, we got the other steering wheel. Or, well, actually, I think we're in the W900s, but we still got the other steering wheel. Got a long chassis. We don't need that. Got a new engine. We got the better interior. So let's go to the nearest shop. And let's look at upgrading. Ah, sweet. Dealership was even super close. Okay, let's get this all upgraded. So we're not going to do the sleeper. We're going to stay with the short because it's got better handling. Let's take a look at the newest engine we unlocked, though. It's better for heavy cargo and hills traversal. So let's get that. Actually, nah, we'll hold off on it. We can wait until an even better one. Let's see. We'll just stick with the one we have. But there are some accessories, so we will go with the classic interior. Get this kind of fake wood grain or fake wood looking texture. I mean, maybe it's real wood, who knows. It's in game, so it's super fake. It is virtual at this point. It's as fake as it gets. Okay, yeah, we should have some sun visor options. Let's see here. Oh my god, no. Yeah, that first one, my god. No, that covers up like so much of the window. Who would even want that? God, you could hardly see at that point. We're just gonna go with the regular sun visor. Let's check out the stuff we have. So we got a new hub. Let's check out the hubs now. Or was it a hub? That was the hub cover. Okay. Not a huge fan of that one. I like the flatter looking one in chrome. So the one's already on it. Let's look at these back ones though. See if there's a new hub cover for those. Because I know those were the ones I didn't change because they didn't really have a hub cover. Why is that one called Spike? Okay, it's huge. Wait, maybe they're all huge. It's hard to see this. Yeah, we'll just leave those how they are right now. We will do the steering wheel though, and we'll go down to the nicer steering wheel. Let's see. So the Kenworth Classic gives a little bit of wood texturing here on the steering wheel. It looks a little bit nicer. I enjoy it. Okay, confirm order. And we might as well get service while we're here. Okay, repair. And cool. I think with that, I think that's where I'm going to call it for the day on American Truck Sim. We did have a 3.5 hour stream, so about an hour and a half longer than I expected, but it went by pretty fast. I had a good chat to speak with. I do thank for everyone who has caught the stream today or any of my streams for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself, had a good time. I do stream on Wednesday mornings or Tuesday nights, however you want to view it, at 2 a.m. Mountain Time, and then also on Fridays at 11 p.m. Mountain Time. So if you want to catch it, I'm streaming either of those days. Again, I do have some things in the works for the future. I should have some better internet pretty soon, so going to be streaming in higher quality soon, and then hopefully that'll make sure that don't have any blips in quality or have it drop any frames or anything. And let's see, I got one other thing in the works, so going to be setting that up soon. Hopefully I'll have it for next stream. I mean, if not, it'll be at latest set up with the internet that I have, that'll be better. So that stuff should be exciting. Let me think if there's any other announcements. Nope, don't got any more announcements. So yeah, I do thank you guys for showing up again. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow. If you're on YouTube, give me a good sub. And then besides subbing, maybe also hit that bell. Set your notifications however you'd like. If you'd like to get notified when I go live, just click it to the always alerted. And then I hope you guys have a great